Hello everyone and welcome to At a Glance. This is your host, the Pixel Pirate, delivering previews of the latest and greatest games from the Gamosphere. Today we are looking at a game called Adventuria Manager. Adventuria Manager is developed by Vigilant Addiction Studios and it is a turn-based adventure dungeon crawler with hero management elements. So let's see what the game is all about, shall we? So as you can see, we are greeted with the world map here. Every element of the world map you can interact with over time. So for example, we've got a giant volcano here. This will give us quests later on in the game. An octopus down there, a pirate ship here. Yar! And finally, our castle, the most important element, arguably. You can upgrade your castle and get buffs for your adventurers here. For example, this gives you plus 10 adventure gold. And you can also pick up some quests and you can resurrect your dead heroes. So you can do that with gold, and you can also loot their corpse and completely get rid of them. As levels progress and people get higher in skills, that costs more and more. So let's have a look at our adventurers. As you can see, this is my first party. You can have up to 4 parties, and you can actually send off different parties to do automated quests, which we'll actually cover a little bit later. But for now, let's have a look at our first party here. We've got Jeff, Jen, Craig, and Jess. Jeff here is a warrior. Let's have a look at him. You can see all his stats and everything else down the side here for your interests. And then you got all his items. So for example, he's got a breastplate of celebrity here. I can swap that out for something else if I so desire, or if I have something better. For example, Fang's fur coat, which isn't better, but is another thing. That also gives you plus 6 strength and 7 constitution and other things. And a breastplate of knowledge, which is actually probably better for something like a cleric. So there you go. You can also get helmets and amulets and of course weapons, shields and some rings as well. You've also got some skills here which you gain in as you progress in levels. Every 10 levels specifically, you get a skill. You can choose one of 2 here. So every 10 levels you get to choose which one you would prefer. You can also respec if you don't like your setup. And finally, you can level up. Each time you gain a level, you gain 5 points, just like you would in many other styles of this game. And you get to upgrade all these elements. So strength, dexterity, constitution, focus, intelligence, and wisdom. You can swap out your characters at any time by kicking them and putting in a reserve if you so desire. Currently I don't have any reserves because my party numbers is in fact limited. And finally, here are our bonuses. Depending on who you have in your party, you can get bonuses. So I've got 2 males and 2 females, which means I get a double damage bonus. I also get the classic bonus because I've got 1 warrior, rogue, cleric, and a wizard. And yes, other stuff as well. So that is our party. Let's have a look at the automated quests, shall we? We're gonna have a look at our current quests here, and we've already have one to do. So let's go in and do it. Now, as you can see, we get an XP reward for it and a gold reward as well. You don't actually do any fighting, however, you can take damage. You do get loot and other things. So this is the kind of, by design, you use other parties that you have currently and send them off on automated quests. Automated quests have a cooldown time, and you can then go and do normal quests with your other party or your main party. So let's begin it. We select the party that we want to send out. That's going down now. It's only at 10 seconds because it is only a level 2 quest. So we'll just wait for that to run down. While we do so, we will have a look at the town. At the town, you can hire adventurers. Currently, I only have 4 archetypes, but there are a total of 8, I believe. And you can just hire him and put him in the party. So for example, if you want a party of all wizards, you can do that, or a mixture of any combination that you so desire. You can also go to the town shop and buy armor and weapons here. So you got some fancy stuff. Of course, everything costs gold. And you can also gamble things, and finally you can sell items. It's got a very fancy button here too, which allows you to sell all your common items, which saves a lot of time there. So our adventure is complete. As you can see, it's signified by the big tick on our castle there. So we're going to collect that one there. We'll complete the quest. And we got some loot out of it too, a rare chain coat, which is awesome. Now, fortunately for us, no one got damaged, so that's fantastic. Everyone got some XP out of that, and that's basically what automated questing is all about. So let's do a non-automated quest, which is this one. And these ones are storyline quests. So let's begin. We'll select our party. Of course, you can go normal or heroic if you so desire. So let's go and do that. Now here's the map. And basically the way that this works is that you progress through the crypt or through the dungeon or wherever you're going. You've got a primary objective, which in this case is kill the zombie lord here. And you travel through from one room to the other, and in between you can have random events. So let's go. We'll travel. And I do believe this is a random event. So we can now fight. It is all turn-based, of course. You got your normal attack, then you got your skills. We're going to do some dirty fighting here and kill this fruit bat if we can. Oh, doesn't look like we're going to do much damage to that, unfortunately. Our cleric here has heal, so I can actually heal Jess if I want to, which I will. Alright, she's all healed up. Now our sorcerer here can shoot some arcane bolts at the fruit bat there. Unfortunately, the fruit bat has attacked Jess again. This is not looking good for us. We can also defend, and finally we can flee as well. So down the bottom you can also see that all our health and also the NPC's health is displayed down the bottom there. You can use skills only every second turn. So this turn, because I've already used it, it's on a cooldown, and next turn it will be available again. So I'm only able to do a regular attack there. Same with my cleric. So hopefully we can take care of this fruit bat in short order. Shouldn't be too much longer. Unfortunately, Jess did take another attack there. And he is dead, as signified by the RIP tombstone there. Bit of humour. Oh, and I've missed. You do miss, or can miss, with your weapons. And so we're going to heal up Jess there. And use our arcane bolt from our sorcerer. Alright, go Jeff. You do get critical attacks as well. As you saw earlier, you can miss. And then there's also elements of different attacks that give different buffs. So for example, with Jess and her bow, she gets I believe she gets a piercing attack. And there are also other elements. For example, Jeff has a leech life, which he just did there. And he gained a +3 health for that. Alright, and that looks like, yep, the cave spider is well and truly dead. And there's our loot from that cave spider there. Normally you get 1 or 2 things, but not always. So now we'll progress to the actual room, and there is now 4 bats there. So there you go. That is about the long and short of Adventuria Manager. If you have any comments or you'd like to share your experiences with the game, feel free to leave a comment. If you'd like to know more about the game, head on over to the Gamepedia wiki, linked in the description below. This has been your host, the Pixel Pirate. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.